Today we're reacting to everyone said Streaming University would fail, but then this happened. Guys, I feel like I called it, y'all. In previous videos, did I say or did I not say that everybody that felt like, oh, it just needed to be a small creators only. Y'all see how that would have went? You see how the small creators were moving while they were there? You needed the big people for it to be what it was. I feel like this was a success. Shout out Kais on that. Let's do it, man.
For those that are either out of work because of it or are out of work because they need to hit up Indeed, the biggest streaming event of the year has ended, and we've got everything covered for you if you missed out.
Shout out my nigga T as well. You know, I done his celebrity got boosted as well. Shout out my nigga T Banks, man.
Hey! Come on, man. Oh shit. Shit, I know it's for the war game. It's for the war game. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, it's that one. Well.
So I have a lot of thoughts about Streaming University, and I'm gonna go into a bunch of detail about it in this video, but I wanna start off by saying I think that this was one of the most creative and innovative things that has been done surrounding streaming. I think streaming gets a bad rap all the time. You know, people think that IRL streaming is extremely lazy, desktop streaming is extremely lazy, but so when Kaisenet came in,
I don't know why, bro. IRL streaming, desktop, like you working, you doing your thing. People watching your life. They want to see what's going on. It's like a vlog, or it's like watching your favorite person speak. I don't get why people be saying, like, okay, yes, is in comparison to a Mr. Beast video or a nigga doing today we're gonna be going up to 10 different stores, slapping the shit out of niggas and running away. Like, is me sitting here reacting to an Omeezy video or a different video, saying my jokes, say how I'm speaking, how I'm speaking less, or let's say lazier than that? Yes, it is. It is. But what am I? What do, like, them niggas ain't doing nothing wrong. It's people are enjoying having fun. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm getting good DMs. Yo, bro, nigga ain't doing nothing wrong but watching TV with my people. That's what it is. But I just get to control the remote control, and I just keep getting to pause it and speak my piece, and I get to press play. Whether y'all, you know, some of y'all be like, damn, nigga, start the video, you know. You know it's not a Dior video if I don't react at the first 1 minute of the video. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like, I feel like it's not lazy. You know, this still takes a grind as we get on here and post 3 videos each channel, 2 videos each channel. But, you know, not niggas don't really like that though.
And decided to do streaming at a university with a little bit of a different spin on it. It was very refreshing to see. It was IRL with a purpose, at least if you came into it with that kind of perspective. Right. So it was refreshing to see these things. Now, did that mean it went off without a hitch? Absolutely not.
Now listen, if you are caught, if people know where you are at, you will be arrested for trespassing. We have cops here. This is ours for the amount of days we have. The amount of cops that are on lock, from police you just see and undercover, are all around. I have cameras all over campus, everywhere.
And hell, that was just at the beginning of Streamer University, because a lot of people wanted to be in touch with this. But I don't want to harp on the negatives in the beginning. Kai fired up this stream at the beginning where he showed off class, gave the orientation, you know, the first speech. Hood Mr. Beast came out and gave $10,000, and this was all broadcasted to 500,000 people live, which would mark Kaisenet's
the new TV, y'all. Damn, the new TV, y'all. Television. This is what it is. This is TV. You feel me? You just don't have to have a big ass production. This is free. This was a free. I've constructed this video that you're watching right now for free. It didn't cost me anything but my lights and my rent, which I appreciate y'all for paying by watching these videos. I'm really working for you guys. Please don't fire me.
third biggest stream ever. We were going to announce the professors, announce that everyone was leaving with a phone because T-Mobile sponsored the event, a Samsung Galaxy
Jesus
S25,
Christ.
and 1 year of free 5G service so people could do the IRL streams. And when I say it started off without a
Wow.
hitch, and the whole weekend honestly was a very, very positive experience as a whole. But I wish I could say that it was 100% positive because there always will be these bad actors when it comes to doing things like that.
For sure. And we got from 16, what's that young nigga? We're 16 to fucking 30 something probably. All within everybody, people coming up different ways of life, people engaging with each other from different situations. I saw certain things on there where I was like, damn, I see why God put me in certain positions. Now, I didn't apply for Streamer University. If I would have went, I would have made sure I was on my best behavior, not tripping. But there were certain things. I saw niggas getting splashed dead in they shit in water. Niggas going into niggas' rooms without permission. I watch too much Bill Feasy. I be debating pulling niggas out with a candy bar with that shit, bro, about some shit like that. Digging, spraying the niggas cologne while I cherish my cologne. Nigga all up in the nigga shit. I saw an agent even got in a fight with two niggas, like, you know? But that's just what it comes with, though. We talking about grown men, you know, and certain things are going to get taken far. It's too far. It's content. You doing too many personalities. So I'm not mad at a nigga that got upset, you know, as long as it didn't get taken too crazy and people were, you know, on the verge of killing each other. But, you know, there's going to be arguments. There's going to be disagreements. There's going to be people, and also the girl and guy dynamic. You're going to get the good clips with that. You're going to get the bad clips with that. I'm not mad at nothing. I love how everything turned out. You feel me? The drama, the good things, the great things. This is a good thing. I like this. And I feel like Kai should do it again, although I know it was very hectic for him.
One of the biggest issues and complaints from Streamer University this past weekend was the big streamer, small streamer relationships and how they were supposed to mingle and coexist with one another.
There's a lot of people that I thought would be approachable but aren't. So.
Exactly.
And it's not even that I'm not going out my way because I am, and that's not even like me. I don't even be doing that. Like,
who's not approachable?
you have names in mind?
Oh, 100%. Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I think that it's a shame that a lot of the small creators had this type of reaction or interaction with the big streamers or the other people on campus. And I don't necessarily think that it's the big creators' fault. I think that it's their expectations over anything. I think that people came into this with a notion that they were going to have just free range and free access to some of the biggest creators in the community. And I mean the biggest creators. And
to an extent, they did. There was times where everybody was on a football field. You could have walked dead up to a nigga if you had some clever shit. You either would have got egoed bad, you feel me, or you would have got yourself a good little clip, you know, depending on the type of person you are. You feel me? Me and my friend broke it down really well. I feel like this shit was just basically it was just a high school experience. You feel me? You have your very known popular people that, you know, they mingle and they talk to each other, or this is that and the third. You have people that are a little bit under that know people that are the more lit people, but they also they're the median between the people that aren't very known, the people that, you know, the not so popular people to the most popular. So those people interact with the median of those who could essentially potentially have a conversation that all aligns organically with the people at the popular thing, and then now they have this connection as a connection established. You feel me? But you know, I feel like another thing is that people also got to understand that not everybody is just this super social, even though they are content creator, they're not this super social butterfly person, especially at where they're at in their life. Some of these niggas in there are multi-millionaires. I'm not saying they should be treating niggas no way, as long as they're not treating them bad, but you know, they might not be looking to be like, oh, let me go build up this small nigga. I'm building look at how crazy DDG went. He was already been going crazy. You feel me? Like, this also helped boost them as well. I think who it helped the most was those median niggas. People like India Love. We all look at India Love in a different light now because of this shit. You feel me? And then some of the small ones that happen to make a play.
I mean free range and free access. But truly and genuinely, that's not how that works. Now look, I'm not saying that these bigger streamers don't have to be I don't know, just good people in general, which I wasn't there. I don't have the full on experience, but that's not what they're saying in these videos. I personally believe that a lot of streamers came with some sort of notion or idea as to what was supposed to happen, and it did not happen. We've seen that happen at many sorts of events when it comes to content creators, whether it be DreamCon, whether it be
DreamCon, who coming down to the H, man? If you gonna go to DreamCon, I'm gonna be there, man. I'm gonna be there. Y'all come say what's up to your boy.
I don't know, MomoCon, whether it be any of the conventions or even the situation of Streamer University. People go there with different sorts of ideas in their mind, preconceived notions or whatever the case may be, and then are ultimately disappointed when their big streamer doesn't collaborate with them.
I expose everybody for ego and small streamers. Oh, yeah. So everybody's getting mad at me like, what you talking about, bro? No, I'm telling the truth.
Be a real
ego
nigga.
on niggas. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, nah, niggas is. I peep.
Niggas ego in niggas?
Yeah, bro.
Niggas leaving them out of shit, all types of shit.
For sure.
Bro, this shit not for big creators, bro. This shit for the small creators, bro.
Yeah.
And the big creators still staying to each other, like, nigga, when this shit.
Shit not for no, bro. It's not for no, nigga. This is for every creator, big, medium, small. This is for everybody. Niggas, they didn't come here to be like, the guy didn't say, guys, this is for the small people that nobody knows at all. Make sure that you go and you interact. That was not the conversation. This shit was for everybody's celebrity, everybody.
Over with, I can still clap with each other when the shit over with, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck with the small niggas, bro. Help them get their shit. Yeah.
I saw.
Now I do fuck with that. Now if you do that off some genuine shit, I fuck with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that just because you be, but I fuck with that if you do it. But it wasn't like, this wasn't the agenda. You feel what I'm saying?
A lot of smaller streamers not go with any sort of plan or idea when it came to creating their content. I tapped into these people's broadcast or their VODs or whatever that were on Twitch, and I saw a lot of people holding their phone, recording other people while they make content. That to me is not what I would consider an attempt at content creation. And maybe your big brained idea is dancing or trying to jump into a kerfuffle mindlessly and hoping for your own viral moment. But I don't know why bigger streamers would be obligated to do those sorts of things. I think one of the biggest missteps that I saw from this weekend from a lot of the small streamers is that they just did not have things planned. I didn't see a lot of people take on different personas, have characters, you know, have a content plan and go out there and put it into place. I just saw people live streaming, IRL streaming, recording them walking around or recording the specific class that they're in. And I don't think that that's the best way to go about doing content. So you can't get mad when, I don't know, Duke Dennis doesn't want to jump into your TikTok trend. He's done 6 of them today. And that's not a real content plan. Now, I will say there are some small creators who did have legitimate gripes as to what the big streamers were doing.
I wanted to bring this to you because obviously this is very important. And the teachers are saying, they're saying real shit, and I'm trying to learn. But it feels like the bigger creators, they're just trying to have a viral moment to where the teacher gets distracted. And I'm real life trying to learn.
And that is real because I saw a video of Agent.
I hope somebody records this full fucking 3 seminars of his shit, because I want to go through and watch that nigga speaking real shit. A lot of things that I know, a lot of things he was saying, have some of it I was like, oh, wow, okay, strategy, oh, okay, let me see. You feel me? I fuck what he was doing. If somebody that don't know shit need to go and look at what he was saying, real shit. If you don't know nothing, he gonna put you on game.
You know, streams where he was giving out true game, and he had to tell the audience or his onlookers or his class or whatever to be quiet several times. He was giving out real things that people, even the bigger streamers, needed to go and take back to their own camps and do their own things. But instead of doing what needed to be done, they were trying to get a clip off or they were trying to go viral. And there were small streamers doing the same thing too. So I do think that that is a legitimate gripe. But if people are complaining about, you know, they couldn't get their moment to create their TikTok with, I don't know, DDG or something like that, go back to the drawing board, big fella. Now, also because there are a bunch of younger individuals at a college campus, naturally there's going to be some sort of bullying going on. I don't think it's right, but it happened this past weekend, and I will honestly say kudos to the community for the way that it was treated, because she was on the verge of dropping out of Streamer University.
Someone was being hateful. People came into my chat and then, you know, told me about it. And it's just, you know, they let Kai know. Not him, no. I contacted our admissions panel. I said, I don't want anyone to get in trouble for this. I just think it's important for us to remind people, like, that we're all in the same position and that we need to treat people with kindness. That's what I told them.
And I think that's...
Now, Pete, let me break this down for you, right? I hear you, you know. People should be kind to each other. But the thing is, though, is that you in this content creation shit, your skin needs to thicken. Now, I know your community, is kind of a reflection of you. So, like, if you're a really sweet, kind person, and you're saying such nice things, you're a great person, great. And you're probably going to have a majority of your people like that. You know what I'm saying? But that does not stop motherfuckers, especially in an environment like this where niggas you got Ray, who only knows, he learned English off of TikTok, saying you gay and nigga and you a bitch and woofing at niggas. Like, this is a war zone. You feel me? So when you get hit with a bullet, you're gonna have to, if you get your feelings hurt, you might have to sit back, patch this shit up real quick, and get moving. Cause it's really one of those things where if somebody says something and it's how the person receives and how the rest of everybody else receives it as well. I don't think people should be rude to people. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that this is one of those moments where if someone saying that you're unattractive is getting you to the point of playing you out your position, potentially playing you out your position where where you drop out and leave the school, gang, it's going to be a difficult one. Unless you plan on staying in a certain bubble and level of area where your community always shields you, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it was right of the girl to say that about her, but this is content creation. This shit can get, you feel me? If I was finna quit for every time a nigga said some shit I hated, some disrespectful shit, somebody said some shit about my girl, my son, I would be, oh, well, let me go ahead and cut this shit off. Just some advice for her. But I hope she, that wasn't nice of her to do.
Big, because ultimately what happened to her takes away from the greater event that was going on from Streamer University. Somebody being rude, somebody being bullying, while they're all there to attempt to become bigger, better, greater creators, honestly does nothing for the conversation. But like I said, a bunch of the community did very well in wrapping their arms around this young woman and ultimately not just getting to the bottom of the situation, but helping her become a better person, content creator, streamer, and just showing her love and embrace.
A lot of people from her stream coming on my Instagram, TikTok, all that, saying I called her names and stuff like that. Now they're like coming at me. So I didn't know she
They was woofing at her too. They've been calling this girl a man and some more shit.
was here or anything like that. So then went on Twitch, searched your name up, saw you were here. So I'm like, okay, let me go find her, try to clear things up. Because I swear, I'm not even like that. I'm not messy or anything. So, I just want to apologize. Thank you for apologizing too, but yeah.
Just being in front of a camera, like tough skin, you gotta like learn to embrace the joke.
Thank you.
It's about yourself.
Because it's going to get bad.
Any negativity, because it's always going to be negativity. It's always going to be positivity. It's always going to be it's never going to be like a 50-50 balance. It's always going to be negative niggas. It's going to be positive niggas. You got to have that thick skin for real.
Listen, they think I'm musty, okay? So I'm telling you right now, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I know. You got this shit.
Oh, hi, evil twin.
What the hell? My evil twin is here? Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
What you doing? What's been going on?
So basically, just like yesterday, just chilling out, streaming, desktop.
This nigga watch going stupid.
Stream, getting used to everything. People come to my chat, say, this person is saying this and that about you. Specifically, they said, like, oh, her hair is nappy.
Who?
I don't want to say
hair.
That.
Oh, man. Come on, man. This is what she said, her hair is nappy. Okay. You supposed to woof back? Like, I get it, man. But Reggie was saying, man, please, ma'am. Please. She said her name is Kai too. Please. I need you to get, your skin must thicken. Please, I beg of you.
Who?
I don't want to say their name. Thank you so much for another gifted child. Thank you so much. I hope I say your name right. Oh my god. Rage. I just don't even know how to pronounce. Thank you so much for another 100 gifted. You guys are so sweet.
Not only was that one of the best things to come at it, but something that I alluded to earlier in the video is that Agent 00, another content creator that became a professor at Stream University, was literally one of the best classes, hell, the best class at Streamer University, because he was very open, honest, and transparent about what his life is like now as a streamer and how people can get to that level.
That also was included in the tax number. So it is just overall a pretty rough month. But even though that's the case, we absolutely crushed it. That's peak for me, by the way.
Damn, done 20 racks, boy. Oh my God. I want to stream again one day.
Peak in the first 10 seconds of this. That means that the video is likely to perform bad because if people leave early, less watch time. Watch time is king. This video is always, there's always gonna be some drops, but you see how it holds?
This is the unique thing about Streamer University. There's not too many places and spaces in which content creators really pour their heart out. I mean, literal screenshots from their own videos that will give you an insight as to what to do, what to look at, etc., etc. I think a lot of content creators figure out that their journey is them by themselves doing trial and error and trial and error and trial and error until they ultimately quit. Hell, that's life. They either quit, they succeed, but it's a bunch of trial and error by themselves. But what was happening at Streamer University, specifically through Agents class, is that he was giving people the opportunity to learn from somebody who has a decade plus in the game with real life examples and real life screenshots. And then to top it all off, he then extended them brand opportunities for people who have never had brand deals, which would ultimately kickstart their careers in content creation by giving them some capital to back up everything.
They're willing to offer $5,000 to 3 different streamers to do their first ever brand deal, okay? So I mulled it over with the chat, and the decision was Esty, Coach, and Kai. Can you please come to the front of the class?
This overall was a major success. Do not get me wrong. As many negatives as we talked about, this was some
$5,000 brand deal too. That's good money. That's a good money for a brand deal right there. Real shit.
Something that people should look at.
Is it just a one video brand deal, or is it across a few videos? These questions you gotta ask
in order to replicate and do as much as possible. I mean, the opportunity to get real life experience from actual certified content creators that we all know and love, become the second most watched category on Twitch for the past couple of days. I'm talking about 23 million watch time hours. You know, brands offering Kai Cenat money like Tubi and
Amazon,
Netflix and Amazon.
Netflix.
Everybody having career ascensions. We saw that happening in the award ceremony where people's Twitch stats literally rose overnight because of Streamer University.
That shit crazy, bro. Niggas lied. Like it was obvious that niggas' lives was gonna change, but niggas' lives changed, bro. Some niggas, like the people that got the opportunity, switched they shit. Switched they shit, boy. You feel me? And I feel like for all the people that didn't get nothing popping, this is a lesson for them too. Like this helped teach them something too. Like the niggas that were content creators, but they just maybe were TikTokers, or they don't know, they just do dances and shit. This shows you what this shit could be. I'm sure it was inspiring for niggas that didn't really get certain things to pop. But there's levels to this shit. You gotta get in your bag. Look how many people are here. I ain't never even heard of this nigga.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to do this without crying. First of all, all glory to God. This has been the best experience of my life. Everyone was so nice to me. Shout out to everybody here. You all deserve to be here. And I'm glad. I hope every single one of you got out of it what you're supposed to get out of it, and as much as you deserve to get out of it.
Danny went from 70 average viewers to 2,600 average.
Ooh! 70 to 2,600. What was he doing? Shit, 115,000 followers gained. Damn, changing niggas' lives out this bitch.
During this whole time and gained like 115,000 followers. That's amazing success. But it seems like there's always going to be bad apples in the bunch that are going to jeopardize this sort of production happening in the future. Last night at the end of Streamer University, some people got totally out of pocket. There was a few creators that thought clip farming was the meta to go, and I've been telling people about clip farming being bad on this channel for a very long time. So they decided to break into Agent 00's room, the best teacher on campus, and not only destroy stuff, but also steal from them.
Shit, that's what I'm saying. This be the shit where it's like, okay, hey, I need everybody to put the cameras down, bro. I gotta shoot this 60 real quick. It's a quick one. and I'll make sure I don't even bang out. Like, but we gotta get something. Like, you gotta understand that there's a fine line between, you know, getting your clip farming, getting, you know, oh yeah, we having fun, but you also gotta know the person you're dealing with. Like, you just gotta read the room and know shit. You feel me?
Open the fucking door, nigga.
All y'all in my shit?
You think I'm fucking playing, nigga? What the fuck? Where these niggas at? Where does Jay nigga at? Whoa, what the fuck? Yo! Y'all niggas think it's appropriate to come in my fucking room when I'm not there?
That boy, hit his ass. Y'all think it's appropriate?
There's a difference between content, nigga. Learn the fucking difference, bitch ass nigga. Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
Giving very Zoe Spencer vibes.
Damn.
Now, ultimately, they did resolve this, and Agent gave him one of the better life lessons yet again when it came to Streamer University.
There's lines, bro.
No, you're right. You're right.
You crossed the line.
You're right.
I feel violated.
No, you're right. You're right. And I'm sorry for that. You know what I'm saying? I was wrong.
I appreciate the apology. Look, bro.
And hopefully people go on with their lives and realize that there's levels to content creation that don't involve being some sort of nuisance. And I would also be remiss to mention that, you know, there was another incident that happened on the final night of Streamer University where a gang of students led by Rakai also started a drama, fight, war, whatever in the hallways that led to the injury of a young woman.
This the shit with Rakai, bro. It's like Rakai, he a young, wild ass nigga that don't say, all right, I need to chill, bro. All right, okay, let me step. Like, I'm trying to think about the type of young nigga he was. Like, when I was 16, we was really like, we was tripping, but we wasn't doing shit like this. Like, he the type of nigga to, yo, let's get in the car and whip the wheel across the lanes and shit, cause it's funny type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no chill, like, he don't got no inner being to say, man, I shouldn't do that, man. That's not smart. You feel me? And the thing about it is that, like, I don't know where you learn at what point you learn this, but there's a level of respect of someone where it's like, okay, boom. One, I'm mature. I'm 16. I'm mature enough to know that I'm here because of another motherfucker. I got turned up and I must respect this nigga's shit, and I should be, you know, I think it might be the basketball and all of that coming up, where it was like, you and the team, you're accountable for your team, right? So if I go down the floor and I get the ball and we have a play we about to run, and I just run down the court and I just shoot that bitch from deep three and it miss, like, that's on me. You feel me? That's a part of the team. My name is connected to the team. His name's connected to Kai's shit. So you would think with him knowing that, let me be like, I'm gonna get my shit off. I'm gonna get in the game and you know, I might turn the ball over or something, but I'm not gonna jeopardize the team. Which I don't think he can necessarily jeopardize and ruin the team because how big Kai is, but his name's attached to that. And you would think that he would have some respect enough to be like, okay, I know that I have a bigger name here. Allow me to not twack the fuck out. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm 16, bro. I'm tripping. Yeah. But I'm not gonna twack. I'm not gonna twack out like this because I know I know what I represent. You feel me?
Ultimately, police got involved, and it caused Castanet to make some sort of announcement.
She got shot in her eye? You okay? What is it, water?
No, somebody shot me in the eye. Pee-pee gun.
Okay, let's get you downstairs. Let's get you downstairs.
I shielded it from Kai, too. I protected him.
Which Kai?
Kai Sinet.
He was here?
Yeah, he was on the floor. He was next to me when I got shot.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Well, what'd he do? Nigga, one of the students got hit in the eye with a Ori, and she's claiming the last thing she saw was me. And she's telling police, I'm the one. Everybody, if you are on campus, I had a spark live on my phone. Relax. Everybody clean. Everybody. Because somebody got hurt. So now I'm on my way to the hospital, and all I'm asking for y'all is to clean. Cause everybody just, y'all not being considerate.
And there's a whole video after this weekend to make about Rakai himself and nuisance streaming and taking it too far and all this other stuff. Some of the stuff that people have been signaling for a very long time, but we'll save that for another day. But this is the stuff right here that
Rakai needs Rakai needs one of them big brothers that like yokes him up and beat him up to the point where it's not in his face and shit. But you know, if you a big brother, I'm a big brother. I have two little brothers. I have a 15-year-old brother and a 7-year-old brother. So when I come in, it's one of those things where it's like, if it's crazy, I'm talking about I'm gonna tell your brother, talking about me. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let your brother know. Cause when I get to you, okay, so you're gonna have to, I gotta break it down to you. You feel me? From 15 to 7. There's levels to it, you know? So it's like he need a brother or somebody that like his mama allows to be like, come on, bro, come with me. I'm gonna give you a real talking to, break this shit down to you. Depending on how I'm feeling, if you really got me hot, I might have to just put a little bit of hands on you. But he just need an equilibrium check. You know what I'm saying? He just needs some, like, he getting money. You know what I'm saying? This a young nigga getting money. So he really needs somebody that can really be like, come here, bro. Sit your ass down, bro. Grab him by the back of the neck. Come here, bro. Keep fucking with, like, keep playing with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs some of that.
Causes Kai Cenat to not be able to do this stuff anymore. Something that he alluded to in part of his streams is that he's not going to be doing Streamer University ever again because of stuff like this. Now, he might have taken it that way in the moment, but I don't think that that young woman was saying the last thing that she saw was Kai Cenat being the fact that he caused this in some way, shape, form, or fashion. What he's literally saying is, I saw Kai Cenat. Like, Kai Cenat was literally next to her, and when the Orby hit her in the eye, the last thing she could see out of her other good eye was Kai Cenat. But the way that the narrative is going to get spun, etc., that's what happens. But this is why this isn't open to any and everybody. Content creators and non-content creators don't mix for this specific reason, because content creators know what the boundaries and the limits are, while non-content creators, you know, get lost in the sauce and take things too far with people that they ultimately don't know. I think the way that it was handled by Agent, along with the other situation where the young woman was bullied, any of these situations that happened was ultimately good, but this is the problem with this IRL streaming stuff. This is not content. At the end of the day, I don't want that to mar what happened from the whole Streamer University experience. Of course, there were going to be some people who didn't get out of it what they wanted to because they thought that this was going to be their come up or their get out of the hood free card, or they were just going to have a bad experience. There were also going to be people that took advantage of it and disrupted the natural order of the place and space and be bad faith actors. That's always going to happen. But there were so many people that came out of this experience better than when they came in. They have a true kickstart and they have guidance, which a lot of content creators don't have usually when they do content creation as a journey, and they will be able to be better content creators. Are all of them gonna stick? Of course not. But are some of them going to make it and be better the next year and the next year and the next year? Absolutely. I hope in the future people are able to put on things like this for YouTube, for TikTok, for Twitch, for Kick, whatever the case may be, so we can all become better content creators. Because if the ecosystem is thriving, then it benefits everyone. Not only from the perspective of getting the entertainment, but also from the perspective of the creators getting paid. It's a scratch your back, scratch mine situation. And
absolutely, I agree. Well put. Y'all know me. I just played this video 34 minutes. The video 17. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Great for y'all. Everybody stick through too. We gone. ADD let up.